Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We're back in the area of Old New Henford today, and we're back at the Hamlet of Whittington. Last time we furnished the interior to the florist itself. Today we're finishing off this build by getting into the residential quarters and furnishing that too. So let's get into game and let's make a start. You can use my code BUMPKIN at checkout on the EA app or at sims.com. I receive a small commission from your purchase and you greatly support me and the channel. Thank you so much. Happy Thursday, my loves, and welcome back to Let's Build the Worlds. Look at me. Kind of got my voice back a little bit. Here we go. We're ready to... I'm going to sing you a song. No. Imagine if I just broke out into it. Maybe we should do a musical number one day, like a musical episode of Let's Build the Worlds. Not me singing songs about building in The Sims, but I mean, there's nothing different there, to be honest with you. What are we waffling on about? For goodness sake, shut up, Aiden. Here we go. This is what we're doing today. We are furnishing the whole of this wonderful little house for the icons that are Zabira and Adil. So, talking you through, I did change the floor plan down here first. So let's talk you through it. So this is going to be the dining room. You walk straight into the dining area, and I decided to put a wall up here. I just thought it made a little bit more sense to have a nice big arch separating the kitchen area off. And then upstairs you come into the living room. The living room comes off of a small little bathroom here, a small little balcony, and then we've got 2 bedrooms on either side. So that's what we're cracking on with today. This is the kind of vibe I've gone for. So just a warm, inviting vibe. That's what I really want this place. I want this place to feel like a hug. I really do. So that is what we're doing today. Yes, we are indeed. And we're going to make a start probably on the kitchen, actually, because that will give me a bit more of an idea on how to do the dining room. And also, you might see a wild daisy rummaging around in the background because I've left my office door open because it's absolutely baking. We're having a hot spell in the UK at the minute and I'm absolutely enjoying it. So, here we go. Let's start with the kitchen then. I maybe want to try and use the Parenthood one in this tone here. Je ne sais quoi bien. I knew that was going to work. I really did. I felt it in my tuppence. I really did. Where can I put the fridge, though? I mean, we could put the fridge over here. I think I'm going to do that, you know. Put the fridge over in that corner there. Yes, it's a little bit of a walk, but you've got to stop being lazy. You really bloody do. So, let's make a start here. I think the oven's going to go there. So, this would be a good place to put the sink, wouldn't it? Definitely need to bring that window up. Window? What is a window? A window up there. Just so we've got a little bit more room. Can I make... No, I was just about to say, can I put this over here? But we can't because we've balanced this out on the back there. Lovely. We're not changing it. No, we are not indeed. But hello. I don't feel like I've talked to you properly because I've been away, haven't I? And yesterday was a speed build, so it wasn't a face-to-face meeting like we normally enjoy together, you know? Going to move that across one there, though. Yeah, how are you? What have you been up to? What have your weekends consisted of? My weekends consisted of a laughing... I'm not going to say too much, just the right amount, because I lost my voice through it. But yeah, it was just so nice to see my best friends. And it just reiterates the fact of how bloody much I miss them. I really do miss them, loves. Honestly, as you get older, you need your friends around you more. And I always loved being around my friends, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I miss them. And it just really came into fruition how much I do miss them. So yeah, I had a lovely time. I like that oven in here. I think that looks quite nice, actually. I think I'm going to do that. I am. This would probably be the perfect place to put a bin. So I'm going to put that bin, the bin of dreams. I don't use any other bin anymore, to be honest with you. I mean, what's the point, you know? What is the point, indeed? Yep, we'll flop you to there. We do need a fridge as well. So maybe if I match in the kind of vibe of that fridge. It is this one, but I prefer this one here for some reason. Yeah, that fits in gorgeously. And then we can slot the fridge into this position here, can't we? Flop you to around about there. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. Sink on this one here, I think. Sink on that one there, I think. Poet didn't even know it. But I'm going to show it. You know it? Yeah, we'll use that one there. And I think the cupboards will only work, really, on this bit above here. But I think what I want to probably do is use the corner pieces. Wondering if I can still fit a big piece above that one. Let's have a look. I can get you to there. Can I use you? It does cut slightly in. I'm not fuming at it, but let me just see what this one here would look like instead. That one there does look a little bit better, but I think I'm going to come down. I'm going to come down to like there. I'll just have it just a little bit lower in here. And just do 2 corner pieces. Like that. Maybe add a little bit on the end. Let me just try it. Let me trial it, please. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that room. Let's just put it up to where it was. I'm just being fussy, but where's that gone? There we go. But you know, I am a Virgo. So there we are. I went for a very early morning swim this morning. And with one of my besties. I had to be up at like 6:30 and I was out the door by 7. And we went for a lovely swim. Not too far from where I live. Like literally 15-minute walk, 5-minute drive. And it was bloody freezing. When you get into the water and it takes your breath away. Oh, I did not enjoy it. I had a lovely time, don't get me wrong, but my God, it was cold. Very cold indeed. But what a good way to start your bloody day, I must say. What is with the rhyming today? I don't know. Hey. I tried then, didn't work. Tried to rhyme a bit more, did not work. I think here I'm going to put a bit of a longer door mat. Is that one? Yeah, there we go, look. I can pop you to there. This is kind of screaming up for something here. Maybe a hutch, actually. Maybe a cheeky hutch. That one's a bit tall. I need like a shorter version. Yeah, like that kind of size. But I'm not really worried about all the wood tones matching with this place. But in fact, that one there is a bit orangey. But I'm going to use it, I think. Unless I can find something else. No, I think that one's the way to go. So let's flop this one into here. And it just adds a little bit of storage then, you know? For all of their bits and bobs. Oh yeah, I like that. For all their special bits. I think up here. Let's get a little cheeky smoke alarm. Not there, please. I want you to go up there. Thank you. I can flop you to there like that. What have we got going back here? Oh, that is kind of a public path there. So maybe some kind of privacy with these windows. I'll do those kind of halfway curtains, these ones. And I'll flop one either side. Let me just change the colour though, because we always use that one. I wonder if we can use something a little bit different in here. A little bit of green. Is that green or is that grey? Who can say? Yay. Aiden, can we please stop trying to rhyme everything today? Honestly, it's like CBBC here. Oh, it's cutting into me bloody tap. Look. Well, with that being said, I'm going to use a different sink. That does cut slightly in, but we're going to forgive it. That's fine. Okay, as long as they've got privacy there, you know? I'm for that. Very much so. Yeah, perfect. Now, there's still stuff I want to put up on the sides and things here, but I think what I want to do is move into the dining room and start getting this dining room put together. So let's balance you out for a start, because you're not balanced out here, are you, my love? The answer to that is no. I'm thinking I'd like to put a circle dining table in here, but I just don't know if it's going to take up too much room. Let's try it first. Yeah, I think it will take up too much room. We can just go for a smaller squared dining table like this. And I think I'm going to go for this farmhouse-esque one from, is it Parenthood, this table? No, Cats and Dogs. Cats and bloody dogs. God, it feels like an age ago that was out, doesn't it? Anyway, here we go. So, I want some proper farmhouse chairs. And these are just the epitome of the perfect farmhouse chair as far as I'm concerned. So, we're going to do 1, 2, and I think 4 would be ample enough in this place here. I'm also feeling maybe, I don't know if I could put it up here. I mean, I could, no, maybe I couldn't. A desk. Like a little family desk down here would probably be a good vibe. I think maybe this spot here, or even... No, I think that would be the best spot. Putting it there with a chair coming this way. let's get in a small little desk here. Just a one square desk with a desktop on top. I do like you. But I'm wondering whether to go a little... No, that looks nice. I was wondering whether to go a little bit, a bit more classic. But we're not. We are absolutely not. It's definitely going to be a bit of a squidge coming this way, but we're just going to forgive it. And I think, rather than getting a desk chair there, I'm just going to use an extra farmhouse chair. Just sit on top like that. Yes. Yes, we're doing that. And I would love to get in a desktop. I want a new PC. I want a new, just basic looking PC. I would love to see it. I really would. So let's go for that one. But maybe, does this one come in a lighter? There we go. In a lighter tone. Yeah. I think they might be able to get through there. We will player test it and make sure. But I'm sure that they will be able to. I think this here would be the perfect place to put like coat racks and stuff. Maybe even one of those objects that look like a boot room-esque hangy city down sort of place. And that, my loves, is the technical term. Yeah, like one of these bad boys. I love this object here. I think it's perfect, but I just wish it came in better colours. I really, really do, because some of the colours are just not the vibe for us, my loves. Not the vibe at all. Yeah, so that's got everything. Hanging and storage looking wise. So maybe on this side, what I could do is some kind of, not bench, something's popped into my head. Stool. I'm such a child. Stool. Why do they call a poo a stool? Now, there is a question for today. Yes. I would like to put that male hangy thing above it. This little number. Let's get you above there like that. And maybe... maybe a plant in this corner. I would love a bookcase, but I'm just wondering. This is... Oh no, that's a good place for a bookcase there. Okay, that's fine. So we won't do a bookcase down here. Maybe a plant here and some lovely art up on the walls. And also a nice rug in here as well. And I think this space would be perfect, to be honest with you. I love the look of that. That's very, very nice. I enjoy that. Okay, so we got some bits and bobs. I'm going to use that shelf, which, annoyingly, this plant does not sit on by itself. You have to move it up with the 9 key. Very infuriating. I wondered if I can move that up just one more. Or would that be floating now? You never know. How dare you? Can we be floating, please? No, can we not be floating? Oh, how dare you again. Let's move the shelf up to meet it. And let's move the plant over a little bit more. And then I'm going to put this plant in that corner. That wisteria poking through. Because why? Because of course. I'm going to use this rug here as well. Just want a little bit of the brighter colours and stuff in this place. By use of furnishings and stuff. So I think having that I was about to say friendly looking rug. Well, it is kind of looking. It does look a little bit friendly. I think we'll be fine. We're going to use you. And I'm going to do a little collection of this. I think these are like pictures of their family from home and some notes and stuff that they've got. You know, they miss their homeland, but they're happy to be where they are. And that is the vibe. Some flowers, because of course we're going to need some flowers in here. And I put a little lamp up on this desk here. I thought just adding in a nice little beautiful picture like that just finishes off that dining room rather beautifully. Yeah, that's cute. I like the vibe of it in here. Very much so. So some final things for the kitchen. So I would imagine the kitchen is a definite place for them. They love to cook food from their culture and stuff, and they love to cook food together. So music is going to be an important thing. So let's bring in a nice stereo into this place so they can dance to some music and whatnot. An all-important kettle as well. There we go. We'll leave that space there completely free. So maybe I could put something else on top of here. A microwave or something else. Maybe a pressure cooker, actually. A pressure cooker. I like that colour, but let's just have a little look around for a different colour. Now, we'll keep it so it matches in with the kettle. Stunning bit of work. And I'm wondering, shall we put in a dishwasher? If I go for that like warmer looking one. Yeah, let's put a dishwasher in. So at least they've got somewhere they can wash up all of their bits and bobs afterwards as well, you know? Yes, lovely. Some spices up on the counter and also some ingredients and stuff up on the walls as well. I think would work really nicely in here. And I think that's just enough bits and bobs, to be honest. Yeah, actually, let's get in some pots and pans up on the wall here. Just so they've got a little bit more storage there as well to cook all their glorious, beautiful food. I'm happy, loves. I think that looks smashing. Lovely job. Well, we're done with the downstairs portion. Let's move on and furnish this living room, shall we? I don't know, first off, what sofa I want to use. So I think I'm going to pick the sofa out first and we can go from there. Now, I've been wanting to use this sofa and I think this is the perfect place to do it, to plop it down in. I was just about to say to do a plop in. Not here, in the bathroom, please, thank you. Keep your poos in the bathroom. So I think the orientation I'm going to put the sofa here, the TV down on this way, with a nice, like, big coffee table. I think sitting down on the floor and stuff and eating your food and stuff would be a really nice thing for them to experience as a family and also their culture too. And we're going to need to put a curtain up here. I don't know what curtain I want to put there just yet. Oh, actually, this one here looks quite nice. One with the little fringe on. I do enjoy that colour, but let me just see if we can flop a little bit more colour in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's flop you to there. And I'm going to put the TV kind of offset so it's not directly underneath of the actual window itself. So let's get into TVs, please. Let's do a nice low level TV unit. What would you, can I find something in here that would match? I mean, we could go for a white. Yes, let's try this one. I'm going to flop you to around about there. In fact, I can push you in a little bit further, actually. To around about there like that. And then get a TV in. It doesn't actually need to be a massive TV. No, let's give them a TV. Let's give them a big old TV like this. So it just kind of cut away a bit more of that window that I wanted. But I think we're going to be okay. That's fine. I think just off to the side of it would be the perfect place for some music. So maybe... Oh, she fits in there, a dream. Maybe I could put in a little vinyl player here. Do you come in a better wood tone for this place? Oh, you do. It's a little bit more orangey, so maybe if I go a bit lighter, it will work a little bit better. Yeah, I think we can do that. I'm going to flop you off to the side there. There's still a little bit of room here for something, but I don't know what I want to do there just yet. So I'm going to go to coffee tables. So, as I said, I wanted a big coffee table. I did. I'm wondering what... No, you're not the vibe. I think this one here's the vibe, to be honest. The Parenthood one. I've not used this one in a hot titty minute, I tell you. So, I'm going to flop you down to there, I think. Yes. Nice big coffee table area. Lovely jubbly. And I might even put like a couple of cushiony sort of seats just next to it. Or even a couple of these. Ooh, let's do these instead. I'm going to do one there. And I'm going to put one on the other side as well. Let's grab one to there. I do want to make sure that they can use these. So let's get them into a position where they definitely could. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Stunning. I know what I want to put there now. A plant. We're going to pop a plant there, loves. What would you fit in here? Oh, you kind of do. Yeah, you kind of do. I think it's, if I've used this, though, it does stop them from walking all the way around here. I don't mind that, but let me just see if I can squidge it in here. So they could... Yes, there we go. Look. Just want to change this colorway because it's looking a little bit same. Yeah, if I go for that one there, just darken it down slightly. Oh, there's the ticket. There's the ticket, my loves. Yes, indeed. Lovely. So we need a bookcase in here, don't we? So it's going to have to be a small bookcase, but I think we could find something that would match in and work well here. And we're going to use that one there from Cats and Dogs. You should be able to get through there, no problem. Again, as always, I will play test everything, don't you worry. Yeah, lovely. So what we're missing out now, what we're missing from here now is a rug, and I definitely want to put some kind of bits and bobs on top of this fireplace. So let me grab all of that. And there we go, just to finish off that room. Just a lovely couple of porcelain pots up there, some clay vases and a plant. And I also did a bit of a gallery wall back here, just of all the lovely different cultures and stuff, you know. And that's it. Oh, and a rug. This rug here I just thought was really lovely in this room. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. So we're going to move on to these two. So let's start off with the balcony itself. I would imagine that Adil is a kind of curious child. So I think having some kind of a telescope out here would really work for him. I don't think you'll be able to use it, sadly, because I think that the balcony would be classed as an indoor kind of place. But I'm going to put one here anyway, because I just think it would be nice for the storyline. We'll go for one of the metally ones. Maybe he got this for Christmas. He was really curious about the stars and stuff. So I reckon he got it for Christmas to kind of like play around with that vibe. There we go. What a lovely storyline. Thank you, Aiden. And I think somewhere for Mum to sit, you know, just somewhere nice. And, oh, even a rocking chair would be nice out here. Can I use you? Oh, that is nice. But can I change the colour? Yeah, something a bit more like that. If I popped you there, it might stop the door from opening in gameplay, but they should be able to get out and use this one here. Again, I will player test it, but let's do that. Let's flop you to there, just so there's somewhere for her to have a little rock and watch the beautiful view across the countryside. Oh, I'm for it. I really bloody am. So that's very simple. Maybe just to finish it off, I'm going to do like a hanging plant from this area here. Yes, let's do that. Let me have a little look at you, please. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Very simple, but very effective. So, bathroom. We're going to need a shower and bath combo in here. And I don't know what one to use. I think we'll probably have to go down the route of using this one, but in a bit more of a... that colour there would suit in this place. Let's have a look. Oh, she's stunning. She's working. We're for it. And then move on to the toilet and the sink. Maybe if we go for something like this, if I can find a matching colourway. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Go for that. Flop you down to there. And then get in a lovely loo. You know, just a normal everyday. In fact, let's try you. Can I get you in this? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's going to fit in here. A dream. Well, je ne sais quoi bleu. Nothing more needs to be said, loves. Every day is the je ne sais quoi bleu day. And that is the vibe we're going with today. It's chess. That mirror is massive. Actually, we do need something that looks like it's got a bit of storage, to be honest with you. So let's flop you to there. Let's get ourselves a cheeky little loo roll. Flop you up to there. And I think this place here would be the perfect place to put a towel. Maybe the wooden wall-mounted one would be the best one to use in here. We'll go for this one in that colourway as well. And I think it would look marvellous. Well, that was very simple, wasn't it? But we've definitely come together for a nice bathroom. Do I want to do... No, I'm not even going to put a blind on that. But no one's going to be able to peek in here. Fabulous. Well, there we are. Let's move on to the main bedroom first, I think. So I'm feeling a 4-poster in this room. Or even, actually, using one of the iron bed... these ones here from Cottage Living. Don't know what colourway to use in here yet. They probably need to be a bit more subtle than a black framed one. So it would have to be... Oh, the yellow looks nice. Oh, that does look nice. Let me just check a few of the others. Oh, I actually prefer the tartan kind of pattern on it. Let's flop you into space there. I think that would be a perfect place to put it. I'm actually going to move it central to that window and flop you to around about there like that. Gorgeous. Maybe some blinds in here. Could use these. I actually like that colourway in here weirdly as well. No, I'm going to go for that. Just a little bit of colour. Injecting a little smidge of colour. Can I size you down? Yes. Let's do that then. Flop you to there. Let me check my other monitor. Yeah, that looks nice. We can do that. Beautiful job. Let's get a wardrobe in here. That one there works, but let me just trial the lighter version, which will work a whole lot better. And you know what I do with these, because they're just a little bit too small. Let's do a 1.2. Boop-de-doo, like that. Yes. And I'm going to tuck one into the corner. Around about there. With some kind of mirror off to the side of it. I might even go for the arched mirror like that. In that colourway. And then underneath of it, just put in a hamper. Like a wash basket. Just so it looks like that's where all the laundry goes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of into that. And I don't want to do 2 bedside tables in here. I think maybe over on this side. In fact, what I could do is move the bed. I'm going to pop you over to this side like this. Do some kind of dresser here, if I can. Yeah, maybe this one would work well in this room. Oh, it does look. Pop you to there. And then do a bedside table over on this one. And we'll go for the one from the horse ranch expansion. Move you a little bit more along there, my love. Plop you to there. Yeah, I'm into that. Very much into that indeed. Bit of art up on the wall there would look great. And a lamp. Nothing more really needs to be down here. So I think if I put a rug here with a plant over in the corner, I think that would fill the space up perfectly. So let me just get those final little bits. And there we go. Just to finish off, a little tapestry on the wall. Some potions and whatnot there. Lovely little lantern with an open book on the bedside table. And a plant over in that corner. And I think that is a lovely bedroom. Plus the rug as well, obviously. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, well, finally, we're moving on to the children's bedroom. Don't know what I want to do in here just yet. I don't think I'm going to do a bunk bed in this part. I'm just going to do a normal bed. I always do a bunk bed. So let's do something a little bit, not different, but just different than what I normally do. That was a great sentence, Aiden. Well done. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to put some curtains up in here. I might even see if that green will match in with the... Oh, it does look really nicely, actually, with the paneling below it. I think that's an absolute vibe, to be honest. Lovely. Where am I going to put the bed in here? I think this would be the best spot for the bed over this side. So we need a nice single bed. I want something that looks like it's got storage on the side. So I think this bed here is kind of perfect, to be honest. So I'm going to flop you into here, into that side. And then it looks like lovely storage underneath. I'm for it. Okay, a bedside table. Maybe the little stairs would be cute. In the green, or shall we try and match in a little bit of a wood tone? I don't think that's going to work. So maybe the green, actually. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to flop you into there like that. Beautifully into there. Let's put a nice little night light in. Maybe because he's fascinated by stars and stuff. Maybe we'll go for this one here that goes up on the wall. Let's do that. Can we change the colour of you? Oh, we can. Let's go for the yellow. Yeah, gorgeous. Can I fit a little row of books on top of there? Because that would be really nice to have like a row of lovely books up there. Oh, we can look. Maybe we'll go for that one because that's a little bit more child friendly, isn't it? And the colourway is great, so we'll leave it as it is. Stunning. Okay, well, this is probably going to be the best place to put the wardrobe. And I think we'll just use the fail-safe. I'm going to use this one here, but I'm probably going to push you in as far as I can over into this area so it doesn't eat up that curtain too much. And then squeeze in a toy box in here. Using the only toy box I'm using from now on, to be honest with you. And it's this one. Oh, she fits in there lovely. Might change the colour of it though and go a bit lighter with that as well. So let's stick with that one there. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Very much happy with that. Now, I see Adil as a bit of a creative, so maybe getting in a little bit of like an activity table in here would be the best thing for him. There we go, got it out. Oh yes, this one. And we'll put it in that orientation actually. I was going to face it the other way, but I think that looks a little bit better. Kind of separates off that area there nicely now. Yes, maybe with a comfy chair as well in case he wants to read. I do love this one here in any of my children's bedrooms. I use it to death. So let's put you underneath of the window like that. And I know I've used a book like case there so they can get books from there. But I still think having a nice bookcase up on the wall would look great. Maybe we could go for the children's one, this one here. Always bothers me how high that's put up, considering it's a children's like book thing. But maybe we can do that. I'm going to do it. We've done it, you know, nothing more needs to be said. That's cute. I don't want anything else in here, I don't think. No. All right, well, rug. First thing. Last thing, rug. I'm going to flop a rug in, loves. I'm going to cut a rug. Cut a few rugs this weekend, my darlings. And I had a lovely time. What about you? It is a little bit small, but if I size that up, it's just going to be too big for the room. So maybe if I just keep you to around about there like that. Yeah. Very simple, but very effective. I'm not going to put anything up on the wall here because I think the wallpaper's busy enough. I don't think that we need it. There we go. Oh, there we go. Let's have a little tour around then, shall we? Let's get into gameplay and let's have a little tour around. So, here we are with the exterior of our florist and residential quarters above it. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, to be honest. I'm very pleased on how this came out, apart from that bastard window there. There we go. Sorted now. Beautiful job. We do have the little back area here as well. That's just very cute. I'm very much into that. I really am. So first things first, let's start off in the florist itself. You know, the all-important florist. Zabira's in here, absolutely working away a treat. Yeah, very cute. Very cute indeed. Oh, you put those bluebells in there, my darling. They look magical. Maybe coming around to this way first. Then we can go into the main entrance here. So in you come through here, straight into our little dining room. Beautiful little job. Looks smashing. Got everything that they're going to need to entertain all their new friends and whatnot, you know. Into the kitchen. Lovely little kitchen in here as well. Stunning. With access, of course, right out onto the moor itself. Beautiful job. And then we go upstairs. Up onto the... Well, it's not a landing. It's a living room. But I like how the living room came out. I thought that was very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Into a bathroom. Got everything they're going to need to keep themselves clean and whatnot. Beautiful. Out onto a balcony as well. I will make sure to play test this because I'm a little bit apprehensive about this not working out here. It should do, but we'll test it anyway. Into the main bedroom itself. Beautiful little job. I like how the main bedroom came out. I like the colours in here. It feels warm and inviting. And I'm for it. And then finally, around this way here, into Adil's room. Look at him. He's been doing some summer crafts, my loves. But I just had a cat. Is the cat going to come in here? But yeah, look at him. Beautiful. But that's it. I'm excited. I'm happy with the way that this has came out. Let's get over to the front and leave on a shot of the build we finished together. I'm going to be back with Let's Build the Worlds tomorrow. I'm unsure if I'm going to be starting down this row here or going on to somewhere else. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I've got a few families in mind and saved on into my gallery. So we're just going to see what takes my fancy tomorrow. But that's it. Anyway, my darlings, give me some lovely comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.